To be a civilian takes practice. That's why you're going to be here for a few days while the Navy explains how to be happy, though a civilian.
Hiya, fellas. As you were, keep your seats. Don't let the rank frighten you. As a matter of fact, with all this gold braid, you may not recognize me. The name is Benchley, Robert Benchley. Officially, Come Fair Wolf Pack. Now, for some reason, I've been chosen to pass the word on as to how the Navy is making civilians out of sailors in these separation centers. It isn't hard to become a civilian. All you have to do is just do what you did to become a sailor, only do it backward. And I ought to know because underneath it all, I'm a civilian here myself. Now, the first thing to do to become a civilian is to go through a separation center. You all know what a separation center is. It's, well, it's like the center of anything. It's, there's the whole Navy. There are some admirals, lots of ensigns, some chiefs, and a couple of enlisted men. You know what an enlisted man is, an ensign in a 13-button uniform. Now, well, let's look at it from another angle. Maybe I'm not making myself as clear as I might in this. I'd foreseen this possibility, and so I've prepared a little movie to show you just how we are making civilians out of sailors at these separation centers. And I think it's about time for the movie. I'm sure you're going to like it because I play all the parts. Lights out, please. Now, first of all, it's a good idea to get a clear picture in your mind of what the Navy's personnel separation centers are like. Otherwise, it'll be difficult for you to orient yourself. You see, this sailor's made himself at home already. Home was never like this. Anytime you fellows would rather see a nice travelogue, you know, we can turn this stuff off. Now, this is called greasing the hull. Just look at that. Did you notice that sailor's shoelace is untied? Hey, somebody should call the shore patrol. Well, things are looking up. Look, fellas, if you'll pardon me, I'm going out and get demobilized myself and let someone else take over explaining the picture.
Why, sure, Bob, sure. This looks like good duty to me. Let's see, where are we? Oh, yes. Now, the Navy agrees with all you men that nothing is too good for the returning sailor. We wanted to make your centers just like this, but we were afraid if we did, we never would get you out of the Navy. However, we tried to make these centers as attractive as we could. Unfortunately, though, there won't be any liberty in the short time you're around because we've got a lot of information to give you about your rights and benefits as veterans, and we've got to get your records all in order. The Navy wants you to feel at ease while you're here, so there won't be too many chiefs around and almost no ensigns at all.
Oh, excuse me, Chief.
See, I told you I played all the parts.
Inasmuch as you will be civilians again in a few days, all the military will be held to a minimum.
Going back to civilian life. Civilian life.
Yes, very soon now, you men will be back home and on your own, civilians. Amazingly enough, there's a trick to becoming a civilian. First of all, you must get out of uniform and into civilian clothes as soon as you get home. To distinguish you from ordinary civilians, you'll be given a lapel button. Wear it. It shows that you have served honorably. As civilians, there'll be nobody to tell you what to wear and how to wear it. What's more, there'll be no chiefs around to tell you to stop whistling or to square your hat.
Glass of beer, please. Yep.
Let's see your ID card, Mac.
But believe it or not, for a long time, things will continue to be a little strange. Men don't realize when they're forming habits.
Okay.
As a civilian, you're going to have a lot of new and pleasant experiences.
Benchley, please. Benchley, please.
I could swear I know that face. My name's Benchley. What's yours?
One of the things the interviewer will do for you is certify to your future employer any skills you have. So be clear in explaining what you did in the Navy and before.
Now, let's see. There's no first name here.
Benchley, Seaman, second class. It's long since I used it. I forgot I had one.
Robert. Let me see. Did you learn anything in the Navy, Benchley?
Brother, were you ever in Hotel Street, Honolulu?
Oh, former employer.
The Antipluvial Puddleless Skylight Corporation.
What's that?
Antipluvial Puddleless Skylight Corporation.
What did you do there?
I was a putty patter.
Give me that again.
I patted putty to make it antipluvial.
I thought you said it was puttyless.
Oh, that's just a trade name.
Look, Mac, all I'm trying to do is to find out if you can operate any kind of a machine.
A putty patter?
What kind of a machine is that?
Well, it isn't exactly a machine. Oh, sure it's a machine, I guess. You'd say it was a machine. It's a you push down here with this foot, you see, and then this whole thing lifts up. It's all putty. The whole business is putty, and it lifts up and sort of putties. It's all operated by sort of levers. Did you ever see a reaper?
Yeah.
Well, that isn't exactly like it either. There are several. Do you do much fishing?
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you fish, you get the worms sort of over here, and then you get a lot of hooks. Fish are all out there. You get, you know, this is the way we used to do it back home, I know. You get the one fish to come in as close as you can, and then you take the worm and throw it on the fish, you know. And then the hook, and then quick, you see, you do that. And by that time, well, it isn't the same principle as the putty patter, but it's.
Yeah. What did you say your name was?
Putty patter. Putty.
You take your physical right down at the dispensary.
Thank you.
Look, Mac, ask him to pay particular attention to your head, will you?
Yes, I know.